Alright. Hide the video preview. We don't need that. Okay, so I tried to go and make my first face, and that didn't realize, so I'm doing a new stream here. And I didn't like the original one thing that I did, which was Finn the human. So let's turn off soft selection here. Okay. So what are we gonna do today? Well, if you've seen Slamacow's old skin for Minecraft, it's Finn the human, and I really like that skin. And I want to make some Minecraft characters because that's what's popular. And I want to be popular. So let's do this, shall we? Let's see, we got a sphere here, cube here. So if you watched anything from yesterday, we can... Oh. Well, that's new. Why are the tool settings coming up? Can we actually change now the width? Well, that's not... Oh. Hey, well, that is interesting as all hell. Yeah, but you know what? Just because of everything, we're going to actually work using, where are my polygons? Here, we're going to actually do everything bigger and then scale things down. I think will be a better option. If not, I'm going to be in a world of hurt. Let's change to smooth shade all. So we're going to edit our divisions here, and we're going to do 8 divisions by 8 divisions. Add those divisions. And if you see, we can do this. Now, this is going to be a quick... This is also going to be kind of like a tutorial, I guess. I don't know. I shouldn't be teaching this because I've never really used Maya. So if you're coming from Blender, you'll notice that the way to move is really differently. One, you have this nice little thing up here. Honestly, I think this is way better laid out than Blender. But you need Alt allows you to navigate. So right click, middle click while holding Alt, and yeah, rotating. Also, don't push a bunch of random keys because you're bound to turn things on and off, and that will get really confusing. So, holding down right click would normally select objects, but that's actually has been replaced with left click. And we can go to object mode, and this is kind of like the equivalent of pressing tab if you're from Blender, and then going to like face selection, like where you can like start editing things. Something you should know, doing this does not select what your thing sees, it selects a bunch of other stuff. So if I get these things, right, you'll see stuff on the other end has been selected. Okay, so back, top, and front. Okay, so we can press A and that kind of like centers the camera. Also doing this brings us to our quadrant modes. Useful. Also doing this brings up that. So let's see here. How am I going to do this? Okay, so I've already done the math beforehand, so I really know what I'm doing already. So I'm going to take this. This will be the hood. I'm just going to extrude, so I'm just going to right there. Oh. Okay, thing I've learned, make sure you're selecting exactly what you want to select. Otherwise, you're going to have a bad time. You're going to have a bad time. If you don't know how to use Maya and you came from Blender, you're gonna have a actually fairly decent time because this is way more intuitive. Especially if you've been reading the documentation. Something that Maya actually has. Alright. Okay, so if I do this right, we want to extrude this just enough. I'm thinking that's just enough. Okay, let's just render the current frame, see what that kind of looks like. Yeah, I like that. And so now the next thing is it goes 1, 2, 3, and then it's 1, 2 for the eyes. And then the mouth, we're going to actually have to do some more stuff with the subdivides here. So I think for the hair, what I'm going to... I don't know, do I want to do this more realistically? Or do I actually want to have the hair, like, poke out? I'm going to try to do some hair, because that gives me some chance to use, like, end cloth. Because... or in some of the other dynamics and hair and stuff like that. Most likely it'd be soft body dynamics. And let's look at this. Alright. Woohoo. That works. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to subdivide these again. So, edit divisions, or add divisions, no. Mesh, add divisions. And we'll want to do 2. Yeah. And we'll still want the same. Yeah, this is gonna work perfectly. I think this is gonna turn out well. Hopefully. So we want to extrude this also just enough. Now, the next thing we want to do, and this is the next thing, is if we go back to object mode really quickly here, and we actually go and try rendering this, let's see how this is going to look. It's not really, it's gray, which means the contrast isn't the best, so what I need to do is I need to go here. What I need to do is I need to go material attributes. And for now, we're just going to make him pale white. And we'll use Lambert. Adam Lambert. Also, software, frame range, color management. Here we are. Let's do 4K. And let's do medium. Let's do intermediate quality. Yeah. Perfect. Yeah, and we'll use hardware. I like the hardware. Okay, so I guess the first thing to do would be... See, I'm trying to figure out how I would structure the model. And since I've never really done this before, I don't really know exactly how I want to structure this. So what I think I'll do is this. I'll have the whole face and hood one whole piece. And then I think what I'll do from that is, I think if I have this as one whole piece, what I can do is I can make everything else part of this. Also, I'm going to try, instead of using Lambert's, I'm going to actually go material attributes. And I'm just going to do this, and I'm just going to say hat. A read-only node. Okay, so you know what we want to do? Object mode. Oldie moldy history mystery Batman. Okay, assign new material ramp hood. And we'll go selected color. We'll actually set this to white. And we will go and render the frame. But that's not white enough. Okay, well now I feel like an asshole for saying that. You know what I can... Maybe it has to deal with the lighting, I wonder. So that's nice and white. You know what's throwing me off? It's because the face isn't the same color. Okay. Well, that's actually close enough, but... New cigar. Oh, wait a minute. We will want to actually go in and select here, here, and also in here. And yeah, that's right. And assign existing materials. Nah. Assign new material. Let's also use ramp and okay, well now it's blackface. Let's just get some sort of tannish color. Maybe a little bit more red in there. And let's do that. Okay, I have received a text message that has really pissed me off. I am going to probably flip a shit at the moment. One moment. Well, I'm back after a while of broadcasting. Okay, so I don't have let's see. What do I want? Pixlr, editor, open a new image, and Slammer. Alright. Actually, I got really close to the right skin tone here. 204. And then 153. That's pretty darn close. Let's, and we can get to the hair in a little bit. Okay, what I'm gonna do now is just do a test render. And, okay, well, that's a little bit better. And I guess I should probably also assign, while we're here, I'm gonna say skin, top. I know, a lot of the other people, when they don't do 3D stuff, I think they, like, actually use, like, the texture for most of the stuff, but I'm not, because there's not a lot of shading going on. Like, you know, if each of these pixels was going to be, like, a different color, then, yeah, I would probably use textures and stuff like that, but... Oh, wait a minute. I started selecting all the wrong things now, didn't I? Okay. Okay, so I guess we have now the mouth. And we'll just go skin. And if you look at Finn's mouth when he opens his mouth, it's actually black. So we'll assign new material, ramp, and we'll just call this black. And we will go like that. And now this should work if we... Okay, so we have this. Now would probably be a good idea to save this. To my computer I will go. MDLs. Finn. And we'll open that and I'll say Finn. Yes, I know I'm using a student version. Okay, so let's see here. Ugh. Okay, I know what I'll do next. We need some eyes. Or actually, we should probably start making mouth shapes, I guess. could also start mocking some of this up here. So, you know what? What I'll do is I'll get rid of the grid now. Control Y. And we'll create a small black thing here. And I guess going into this, I will start distorting this horribly. And move back to the move tool. The failboat. Das Failboat. And let's just make this sort of square for now. And, oh no, wait, I'm in the wrong tool now. I was clicking on the Windows button. And let's go. Existing black. Actually, you know, I wonder something. Yeah, that'll work. Shift-D. And now that will be somewhat even, I think. So now if you look, his eyes are really widely open. He also has a lot of forehead space. We can do that in a little bit. We'll fix that in a second. What I think I'm gonna do next is let's see. I don't want to work on the mouth, but I need something there just so we can do something. You know what? What I'll do, I'll go Shift-D here. And I'll go Shift-D. Oh, no, wait a minute. Actually, Control-Z that. Shift-D. And what I'll do is I'll go here. Assign new material. Actually, no. Assign existing. I'll go hood. hood, 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 hood. Polygon. Ugh, that is so weird. Select hood. And let's re-render this. It's like the third one there. 1, 2, 3. Now, why does that one look so nice and reflective? It'll go design existing hood. That works, I think. No, that it still doesn't want to work. Material attributes. Material attributes. I wonder if it's just that one thing. Let's just try going Lambert's. Existing material, Lambert. And now it's still... Well, that's really odd there. Like, you couldn't tell there wasn't any shadow. The Hodge Hag. Actually, is there any lights here? 'Cause when the lights are coming, when lights are coming, lights. Shadows on and lights. Use all. So I think this previews, yeah. But then I guess you toggling all lights, I guess, just means it's this. So let's turn up the intensity. And you know what? I think I should... Ooh. That is probably... Oh, hold on, I gotta do something. We only have top teeth here. Something I should realize. This is probably why. And I'll have to correct this when I start doing the blend shapes for the phonemes. But this is, I guess, gonna just be a quick... Okay. Yeah. Okay. In reality, something is that this is how actually it moves in real life. In reality, your teeth actually stay the same. Your top teeth do not move. It's actually your bottom teeth right here. Go ahead. Try talking. Now, this is me kind of doing this like a puppet. This isn't actually how they do lip sync. And there's a real reason why. Mainly because that would just be really, really, really too hard if you had to like redo all of the vertices every time. So there's a lot of ways we can do this. One, we can automate the process of moving all the different vertices. We can use blend shapes. We can use set-driven keys, and then a whole bunch of combinations between them. If you look at CaptainSparklez, which I'm still currently reverse engineering, like how they're doing this, and I'm posting on forums, not asking for the models, but asking how they're doing. If you look at the behind-the-scenes thing, they have like these NURB curves and stuff that are like locked onto it. I actually have some idea how he does it. They don't. Bootstrap doesn't use, at least I don't think he does. He said this in a live stream when I asked. He doesn't do set-driven keys or blend shapes. What he's actually doing is he's using the relationship editor and the connections editor, or one of those tools, and he's like actually basically maps like translation X to like a bunch of different things, and he's doing that, which I think is actually sounds simpler than doing blend shapes and like actually tweening between two different facial expressions. The thing is he's doing a lot of scripting to make that work, because he has like this thing, and if you know what a format filter is, you'll understand this perfectly. But basically, he has like a square, right, and moving it left and right and up and down changes the facial expression, and it also changes, besides changing the facial expression, it actually changes, I lost my train of thought. Oh yeah, it changes the facial expression and the phoneme. And then he has a bunch of sliders for the different hands and fingers, and he's going, and that, I'm going to do blend shapes, because honestly, I think doing the blend shapes and then using set-driven keys for blend shapes, I think will get us what we really want. Plus, but the downside is we will have to, anytime we want to like tween between different facial expressions, well, we won't be able to have, well, I guess maybe we will have this, and we'll just have, I guess, happy, sad, and angry. Because those are really the only three. Happy, oh no, it would be happy, and it would be a frown. So smiling and frowning. If you really, yeah, because when you think about it, you're actually only going to, you only make two facial expressions. So which is moving your lips up and moving your lips. Actually, you don't really even move them down, but because of this is a cartoon, we can get away with moving things down and for like scowling, but then we'll actually want to do, I guess, 4. So one for the left, one for the right, one for the up, and one for left, right, and so left smile, right smile, down frown, left frown, right frown. So when we do this, for now, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go back to here. And what I think I'll do now is, oh wait, A. And create a tongue, I think. And we'll really want to be careful here because we want to make our tongue really thin here. Because if you see how the mouth is, okay, you know what I'm going to do? I guess I'm going to have to do this. I didn't want to do this, but I'm going to have to. I think I'll do is I will go here, move this up, so we'll be able to see this, and then face. $15 and $16. There we go. And what I will do is I will move it back a little bit more. And my reasoning is that way we'll be able to have a tongue. Object mode. And yeah, your tongue's going to be a little bit more, I guess, bigger and thicker than your teeth. So that should be about right, I think. This is actually where it helps to have an anatomy textbook, because anatomy textbooks can like be really useful for this kind of stuff. And we will. Oh snap! That's not what we want to do. Oh, you know what the problem is? We're not in object mode here. Cause you can dance with your honey if you need some money, if you're gonna take a night. Ah, damn you, ABBA, with your really frickin' catchy music and really awesome movie, Muriel's Wedding, which I don't really remember that much of. Blah. There we are. Now we have a tongue. Tonguey. La-la-dee! You know, I'm gonna choke you with like a piece of cotton. Ram shader. Tonguey. Actually, I'm gonna have to go and extend that. Tonguey. Sample. What we want to do is we want to go selected linear. We need a nice red color, I think. Also would help to have Pantone colors in the swatches, but let's do a test render, shall we? Actually, you know what? I like that. You know what that is? You know what? And I think it's now time to tell a story. Once upon a time, there was an ugly barnacle. And he was so ugly, everybody died. The end. What a wonderful story, don't you think? Okay, and now what we'll have to do actually in here, something that I realized is when I went and I extruded this, or not extruded, I needed to re-extrude that again. Uh-oh. Face. Okay, great. I can't tell what I'm selecting now. Okay, you know what? I can just do this, yeah. And what I'll do is what I'm going to do is this. I'm just going to bring it just back here. Okay, this is what I'm going to do here. So the current problem is this. If I look back here, it looks black, right? But looking here, that looks a little bit off, don't you think? So we can do a lot of things to fix this. What I'm going to do here is instead, let's see if I can illustrate what I'm going to do here. This whole bit here will be, I'm just going to correct the bit around here. Let's do a test render again. Another render. Yeah, just as I kind of suspected, I think. Uh-oh. Oops. That's what we'll do. And then from here, we go extrude. And what this will do is this will create another polygon for us to work with. And then instead, we won't nearly go as far. You'll only go about this far into it. Yeah, I think this will work. And let's just toggle all light really quickly. All light. Object mode. Perfect. Perfect. This is gonna work. I think this might work. Come on. Yeah, there we go. I wanna take you from a distance very far from here. Gotta show you, gotta watch it. Okay. Let me think. See, we want just a teeny bit of space between the tongue and everything. And now if I check the skipski, huh? Za Sigaramina. Similish. And let's take a frontal look from an angle. Q-boy, 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 Q-boy. Okay. Let's see what happens now. I'm going to do a really high quality one just as a test here. Hardware, intermediate, production quality with transparency. There's still issues on that corner. Let's go 36 samples. That's better. Let's, yeah. Save. Minute transparency starting. Color resolution. Let's just do for object culling. So something I should probably do here. Let's go to the pick whip tool, face. And pick whip. Ooh. Gah. And now we have this. We'll be able to move the lips. This should work, I think, as a thing. Let's do another test render. Maybe far from here, it's just to show you what you want and what you miss. If you're wondering what song I'm humming, it's, I forget which song. I think it's Soundtracks and Comebacks by Goldfish. Go on away. Okay, so weird how... Okay. That won't clip. That will. Object mode. Perfect, and we'll just want to set this just back a little bit more than I think than the first. Nah, we just want it just enough. No, we need to get it closer. Ugh. You need it so you can't see. Otherwise, we will have to make gums, and we don't want to have to do that. There we go. Okay, so I think the next thing we should do is start titling our different objects. Something I should have been doing this entire time, so let's call this head. Let's call this eye, right, left, top, teeth, teeth bottom, and let's go with tongue. Now, what we can do is we can start parenting objects to each other. Now, from what I understand, all we have to do is... Okay, well, no, that apparently selects multiple objects. But if I go in... Maybe... Let's see. So that's the current problem we have. So, how do I parent something? General, parent the selected object to the last selected object. Oh, well, that's nice. And parent the selected object to the last selected object. Can I do multiple parents? And head shape. Now I'm wondering if I should create a null object before I do any of this. Hmm. What am I going to do next? We'll save. That would be a start. I'm gonna have to play now. Okay, so let's play. Let's see. The first thing I want to do is let's just go back here, and now we can go back into here, I think. Let's go A, 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 A. And one notch out. No, you go one notch now, yeah. So we have the front, and everything we do is from the reference point of the center line, or the origin. From what I understand, I can create select handle object. If I create... Okay, that's a new scene. We don't want to do that. From what I understand, we can do... Okay, no, that's the script editor. That's the preferences. What I want is layers. Node editor, hypershade. Ooh. Graph editing, we can do... Actually, I can do a tutorial because I do understand a lot of the mechanics of animation. Not that I am any good at that. Display. So I need to go to animation. That much I know how. I think I know where that's where I need to go. Smart collision, multi-collision. Attribute editor, select, add to character set. Okay, no, that's a character strip. Constraints. Let's see. Can I just make it so I can only move this on the y-axis? Nope, apparently I can't. Okay, so that's binding, skeletons, deformers, blend shape, jiggle, jigglebone, gigawatts, 1.21 gigawatts. So keys and breakdowns, that set-driven keys, transport, general editor, so that, okay, component editor, attribute, spreadsheet, connection editors, connection, all I've got to do is bring back to you. I think those are the words. Expression editor, ooh. I'm pretty sure it was the connection editor. That looks about right. I remember what it was, but there was another thing that's kind of similar, and it's not the connection editor. It's like the relationship editor. I think it's under sets. Hmm. Okay, let's see here. Center, visibility, so I'll translate this to translate here. Shear, scale, rotate axis, geometry. Hmm. Translate. So what I'll do is I'll have my translate X here, and I'll translate Y here. create NURBS sphere cube Platonic I don't want to give it surfaces. So connection editor, load left. Here, what we'll want to do is we'll want to go into our tree here, and then we'll want to go teeth, bottom, load right. Max scale limits. Oh. Max and min translation limits. Okay, that is going to also be really useful, I think. Scale on the y-axis, and let's pipe that into the oh, okay, template. Okay, so this definitely is not in alphabetical. Template inst object. We'll pipe that into translate y. Oh no, we want translate. What am I doing? WV template translate y on translate y. That's odd. Move. Now, let me see something here. If I... No, that's not what I want to do. Hold down Alt Front. And if I go in here... teeth top. Okay, limit information. Hmm. So what we'll do is we'll lock that into place. And you know what we'll do? We might think now if I move the head and then move that, no matter where I move the head, that will change. But then that, okay, so that stays relative then. Marijuana, marijuana, pana, pinja, bon, pinja, bonja, pinja, pinja, bon, pinja, bonja, bonja, pinja, bonja, 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 bon, bonja, bonja, bon, pinja, bonja, 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 pinja, ba. Okay, so this is our current. Control C. Okay, I know what I'm gonna do here. So if we take this, we'll make this our max. And now, if we for good measure, I think I'm gonna go and lock these in. Let's just save this really quickly. Also, let's go front A. There we go. Ah, ah, ah. You know what I might do? Something I should have done a while ago, actually. Something I just now realized. I think when locking this in, I'm just figuring out how the face is going to move. So basically the lips will actually be way. So think of it encapsulating an area approximately like that big. Oh. So what will happen is normally your jaw moves, and just if you open up your mouth here, your your lower lip moves with it. It's then only the phonemes are so the syllables are moved by your jaw here. Ah, 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 hold on. s, k, ch, w, qu, x, s, n, m, o, y, y. I'm just simulating all the different phonemes on myself here. N, k, b, ch, k, n, b, k, d, s, n, ch, n, o, n, p, q, s, t, t, k, t, t, t. I feel like I need to go watch some of how they're actually making the mouth moves here. The reason why is because abacus, apple, apple, apple. So a syllable actually is is each yes, yes. Y, no, because Y is one syllable. Y. K, s, n. So it's not the phoneme change. I guess it's really close to when your mouth moves, but that's not an accurate description because, You know what I need? Phoneme chart. Chart. American English. Phoneme chart. Okay, now what I need, animation, phoneme chart. Phonemes! Thank you, Wolf Shadow 77. You're probably a furry. A, A, E, E, O, U, S, N, K, L, M, B, J, Z, Sh, P, E, F, uh, 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 Gosh, this is gonna be so weird if anyone ever watches this ever. Boom. Okay, so in reality, I'm thinking, one thing you need to know is that you don't need this many phonemes. This is about how many phonemes there are for everything, and this is super realistic despite how cartoonish it is. If you look at the phoneme chart here, a, u, v, f, 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 la, eh. That's pretty much all the different shapes we're going to need to make. And then 4 shapes for the different facial expressions. I really want to refer back to another video, but I don't want to do that because we're streaming this, and no one's going to be watching. Closed, open. Okay, how am I going to build this then? I guess I'm going to have to go in and then... Yeah, you know what? That's what I'm going to have to do. New plan. We're going to actually do the connections editor. At least I know this does what I want it to do now. Instead, what we're going to do is, while this does work really well... Okay, good. The connection is indeed broken. Let's go and just delete that. NURB square. Get rid of that. What we can do is this. I'm going to go and build all the different phoneme shapes, and then I'm going to do blend shapes for all of that, which means I'm going to have to go and watch a tutorial on that. Here, let's... La 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 la. La 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 la. 'Tis the season to bake. I don't know why I did that. That's okay. I think the next thing what I'm gonna do is proxy, subdivision proxies, nmesh, end particles, end fields, hotbox controls, pipeline cache, shading, wow, 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 pointing out at the back. That's what it's. How our parents hear beatboxing, or no, hear dubstep. Relationship editor, component editor. Relationship editor. Oh, whoops, I don't know. Guess I really changed their site. You know what? I wonder how much this normally costs. Scene assembly. What's the... You get a student license for 3 years. Oh, so we're already on 2014 now? What am I on? 2013? Yeah. Actually, how much is the cloud benefits? The Autodesk subscription. Increase mobility, streamline collaboration, and take full advantage of virtually infinite computing power to the cloud to visualize, optimize, and share. Yeah, I highly doubt they're gonna give me what I would want. I highly doubt they're gonna be giving me infinite computing power. And within reason, because I know Pixar, they offer cloud rendering right now, and it's massively expensive, but it's cheaper than buying all the machines and setting up a data farm. Server farms. I'm server farming. You get 25 gigs of Autodesk 360 cloud storage. You know, I wonder if it's actually like Adobe Creative Cloud. Standalone. Yeah, you see, if this is what I really wanted, that's the problem, because I run all platforms. It's like, I want one copy for both. I want to just buy one copy and it would work with everything. Actually, I wonder what the new Revit suite's gonna look like here. Let's go get away from the store. They're still selling Buzzsaw? And we have to contact a reseller for Flame and Flare. That's strange. I'm off topic. I need to get back to work. Okay. I think I figured out how this is going to work while thinking here. So what I'm going to do is, from what I remember of the tutorials, it works like this. What you do is you duplicate the head a ton of times. So if we look at the phoneme chart, we're going to need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 phonemes, which that's about right. Front. How many do you have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1. And I think I'm going to move this guy over here. Yeah. So what I will have to do here is go through each one of these faces here, with this one being our original neutral face. Epic face, epic face, epic face, epic face, jizz in my pants. I just run you up every time you're next to me. Some say it's premature, maybe it's just ecstasy. No, I would like to marry you. I wish this wasn't so high resolution. This would be really cool. Actually, you know what? It would probably be a better tool for this. Cubicle Constructor. Now that I have a Windows, like a dedicated Windows box, I should put Cubicle Constructor on this. We come together, no matter the weather, even if we brother till the end of time. Oh yeah. We got each other, yeah. The sheriff's got your back against the wall. You become strangers of which we fall. Actually, I wonder what happens if I... Whoa! Oh god. Now that is really crazy. It is kind of useful. There's a reason why you would do that. It's why you go vertex face, because you can now select specific vertices, I think. I actually really can't see the reason you would do that. What I'm gonna need to do is I need edge mode. Edge mode, edge mode, edge mode, edge mode, edge mode. Here's the mail that never fails. That makes me want to wag my tail. Every time I hear the word mail. You know, if everyone's made a bunch of really bullshit arguments about, childhood, TV characters or whatnot being gay or something, or being the devil or something. I mean, I think that would probably have to be like the most logical argument there. I mean, every time they hear the word male, M-A-L-E instead of M-A-I-L. This is gonna be... Oh, something I realized. Shit. Sensor isoparams, sculpt, surface editing, trims, untrims, attach, detach, open, close, isoparams. Well, this is weird. Something I should have realized is that what we have going on here is really... We're not, smooth shading this. So when we do this, we get these really sharp corners. Now, that's cool and all for when we're doing things like this, so you don't get... But if we do something like this, so I think if I click subdivision proxy... Ooh, God! What have I done? Oh, gosh. Mom, I don't want to die. Ah! Oh God. What have I done? Okay, you know what? Maybe it won't look nearly as bad if it's okay, well that's not too bad. But I don't wanna see the devil anymore. Ah! Why is that really bright? Shouldn't be. That one isn't. Oh, you know what? You know what the issue probably is? Let's undo this. Oh, I know what's happened. Object mode. Secret satellite from the days of old. Lead me to your... Oh, that was weird. Hmm. Okay, so that's not the issue. Yeah, I'm gonna do this. Phoneme chart. YouTube slash boot strap buckaroo. Um... That is actually really a good... It's so big. It's so big. It's just so out there. It's so... I don't know, because... Testificate? Is that a race? You see, so this... I guess went... That is really... See, that's what I need. I need the mouth rig. I want... I want that mouth. Also, it would appear as though the eyelids are actually recessed in there. But... I guess... Let's see, let me go videos. Let's look at dig, build, live, rig tests. Hmm. So those are the dig, build, live. Hmm.
Over there! Come here! Experience my good deals. I'm all about the good deals. Fuck you and your good deals, man! Fuck you!
It's also just stretching out the mouth just a little bit. It's so... Whoa, I'm way out of my league trying to compete with this guy. Minecraft?
Minecraft? Why Minecraft? Might you be asking yourself? Mainly because I'm doing some Minecraft animations pretty soon. Some lengthier ones.
Now, so he is using set-driven keys.
I don't want to go into it detail, so... Secrets!
He's also using NURBS. Ooh. Am I gonna have to rebuild this whole thing? At least I think it is. Let's just go curves. General, curves, NURB. Surface. Well, that's not a NURB. NURB. NURB, 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 NURB. Subdivision cubes now. Camera. Volume primitives, NURBS.
But what we got going on here is I wanted to test out some elements from Adventure Something and incorporate them in the current Minecraft rig setup. I'm using the basis of the rig that I used for the VGA bit with Samuel Jackson, which was an updated version of the Psy rig. But knowing me, I go through and stuff I don't like, I end up ripping the whole thing apart, remaking some assets. This is simple things like I want to go back and keep the hard square corners of the mouth, but yet utilize multiple expression controls for like I do in Adventure Something. So this gives me a chance to test out stuff for the rigging system and not isolate it in Adventure Something. And plus, on the other hand, too, is I'm going to end up doing some Minecraft stuff. Actually, I'm working on it right now. At the same time, I'm developing for Adventure Something. So this allows me to go back and forth using a system that's not too different from each other. Bounce back and forth from animating a Minecraft character and animating Adventure Something character, and using the close to the same system. So it's not it's not a 180-degree change on the way that the characters are being animated. It makes it easy to transverse from back and forth. So basically, someone who could handle a Minecraft character rig, this rig here, could also handle the rig setup for Adventure Something. So I'm mainly going through here and incorporating
Autodesk. It would appear those are NURB curves. Instead of
blend targets for expressions and also a customizable lip sync controls that can be updated on the fly using controllers. Actually, a joint-based mouse system, which I hardly ever do. I did a little bit of that on the Dwarf. Actually, I stole some ideas on Minecraft. using the system where I can update facial expressions manually. Do that, I can use one rig for all the characters, including villagers and whatnot. So basically, pop on a wig, pop on a nose, change the face shape using whatever slider control changes the base dimensions and new character. It helps characterize each individual Minecraft character. Using one rig system. So what allows that also is that I can share animation assets between the rigs. So simple thing like a walk cycle, I can make a character set for that character walk cycle and throw it on another character, and it'll work seamlessly. So there's a lot of saving that time with workflow stuff going on approach. Going through, tweaking out little details. Trim keys for the tongue. Typically, I start out with the.
Okay, so I'm gonna have to rework a lot of stuff. Shit. Rework a lot of stuff.